The mere mention of the dreaded H word these days, regardless of context, can ruin your life. And the latest victim of this is former Tory MP Andrew Bridgen. Now, I completely support Andrew Bridgen in his endeavours to bring the truth out into the open and to the public, and even more so now that he has been effectively cancelled for it by his own political party. He has been expelled indefinitely by the Tories for speaking the truth, a truth none of them would dare speak themselves, and when he stood up in Parliament to talk about it, they'd all walk out. It was just very weird. Now, his so-called crime was to compare the jab to the H word. Now, I've got to be careful with my words here because it is an extremely sensitive subject. It's a subject you've got to be on board with. You've got to go with the grain on this one on social media. Otherwise, you will find yourselves in the same position as Andrew Bridgen and countless others who have spoken out about it. And I know one or two of you might pop onto the comment section and say, well, before you think that Andrew Bridgen is the Messiah, look at his voting record. Well, I've had a look at his voting record. I agree with the majority of them. But it's what he's doing now that counts. He has put his political career on the line. He's acknowledged that during an interview with GB News. And fair play on GB News also for giving the guy a platform, because that interview is just so eye-opening, and I urge you all to watch it. And I'm not lauding GB News either, because this is the news channel, or so-called news channel, that claims, well, goes with the narrative that the jab is 100% effective. But it is a fact now. It is facts that are coming out to the contrary of what we have all been told over the past 2 or 3 years regarding this. That somebody somewhere is scared of the people knowing. And GB News did come out with a statement saying that clinical trials show that the jab are safe and effective. Well, we all know different, don't we? And let's just look at Andrew Bridgen's wording here regarding the statement that got him effectively fired from the Conservative Party. He's now standing as an independent in his constituency at the next general election, and fair play to him. I hope they keep him on, I really do, and vote him back into office. Because God knows this country needs a politician who actually looks out for the interests of their constituencies. And people can't call him an anti-jabber because he's had them. It should all have been by choice, not mandatory, in my opinion. And I think Andrew Bridgen's wife hit the nail on the head when she said, and I quote, "No corrupt and sleazy Conservative has been expelled despite being embroiled in countless scandals and money grabs. But they've managed to kick out my husband for simply doing his job and speaking up for the people who elected him," end quote. And his tweet about the H word didn't diminish or undermine the H word and what happened during World War II. He said it was the biggest crime since the H word. And it's quite refreshing to see a politician on any side of the House, out of the between 600 and 700 of them at the moment, who are in there in order to line their own pockets, yet this man is standing up for what's completely right in my view. And they keep saying he's disgraced. He's not disgraced. I'll tell you who's disgraced. Labour MP Claudia Webb, she is disgraced. Labour peer Lord Ahmed, he is disgraced. Keith Vaz, he is disgraced. Every MP who lined their own pockets during the expenses scandal and were convicted of it, they are disgraced. And if you're an MP who walked out during Andrew Bridgen's speeches on this matter and you refuse to back him, then in my opinion, you are also disgraced. It is quite evident to me why people in authority are refusing to speak out about the big pharma companies and what's happening to people currently, and which is also quite obvious to everyone else as well. And you know what, I don't mind telling you guys this, but I am glad I didn't take it. So there we go, that's my video. I hope you excuse my wording, but there's a reason for it. But I am pretty sure most of my viewers and subscribers know what I'm talking about. And that's that. Let me know what you think in the comments, and until the next time, Roger Trout.